route. Well, here I am continuing my way around Australia in this potted tour of Australia. I've been a bit to Tasmania, been to tropical North Queensland, New South Wales, all sorts of places. I'm now in South Australia, and I know what Ian's going to say to me. I should have come to South Australia first, but I'll say to him, leave the best till last. Ian, 12 months into the job, how's it been?
12 months into the job, it's been great. We're very busy. I'm very busy. We've got a lot going on in South Australia now. We're pushing out our marketing spend, so we're looking to get from 10 million, I think it was in 2009, to 20 million on direct-to-consumer marketing by 2014. So we're finding that money internally, which is always exciting. This year, be up to around 16.8, so strengthening the management team to deal with that. We've got David O'Loughlin's joined us from Saatchi in Sydney as the new Marketing and Communications Director. We're also big into building our new digital platform, southaustralia.com. And again, expect to release that later this year. So big investment going into that as well, which we see is big for the future. Great.
Brilliant. Does Tourism South Australia play a role in sort of infrastructure development in South Australia as well?
Yeah, we do. We have our own infrastructure fund, and we're doing as much as we can now to link operators' business up with regional Australia. We believe in doing destination development plans for each of our regions and then hooking up the infrastructure that's required with hopefully some access to some money for that. Yep. We have $2 million ourselves to help stimulate demand. And actually, quite interestingly, at the other end of that, when we've got operations up and running, this year for the first time we introduced a $2 million cooperative marketing spend. And the idea behind that is, okay, you're the operator, you've got your business running, you now need to get doing your own marketing. That's expensive. For every dollar you put in, we put a dollar in. We just ask you to spend more than $5 and less than $100,000. Come to us with your plan. We'll agree KPIs with you, which should be your KPIs. The money is your money because you're putting skin in the game. All we ask is you let us know how you're doing on your KPIs. We'll give you a 5-day decision on whether you've got the money or not. $1.4 million of applications in 9 months. So
I was going to say, but that's a very commercial approach for a state tourism organisation. I haven't heard of many like that.
Well, that's probably because I've only been in state government 12 months, and we're trying to take a view that the people who lead this industry will be industry and the operators, and we're moving to support that as much as we can. As you've said earlier, with infrastructure, with marketing, and we want to support the guys who actually deliver in their delivery, and let's get them growing, let's get them making money, and let's just keep feeding South Australia in that way. That's the way to do it.
That's excellent. Now, tourism into Australia, inbound tourism, domestic tourism, some areas have had a very bad time. How's South Australia fared? Is the exchange rate, the rocketing Australian dollar, an issue for you?
Look, we've had another good year of increase in international visitor spend. Yeah, and the honest answer is China's helped us enormously. We've had a very good year with Chinese visitors coming in. We had a second charter flight in this New Year, Chinese New Year. That was 97% full. Wow, okay. So again, that's been good learning exercise to get operators up to speed with the new world order, I guess. Yeah. On the interstate front, it's been a flat year, so we're taking a good hard look at how we promote ourselves to mainly Victoria and New South Wales. David, as I said earlier, the new marketing director's got to take a look at that, and we've got to work hard on how we do that. We've increased our marketing spend to be able to do that. I think we now need to just get the messaging right, make sure we're focusing on what the consumer wants to hear, not what we think they want to hear. So
it's a refreshing approach to marketing, isn't it? But something some of your colleagues in other places perhaps haven't identified. The Australian dollar issue, though.
It's tough. It's tough. Everywhere I talk to people, even here at ATE, they're all saying, look, the dollar is starting to hurt them. I think particularly those businesses, as I've said, that don't have a city-centric offering, which is really where the Chinese tend to come. Out in the regions, they're feeling the dollar.
It's interesting, though. I was talking with a very well-known character in South Australia, Saltbush Mick, okay, and he was saying that his domestic business has boomed, okay, and he's buying 3 new vehicles and all that sort of stuff. Is that an exception, or are you seeing sort of good domestic business in some areas?
I know we're seeing good domestic business. We're not seeing it grow as much as we'd like, but I do think those regional operators that have acknowledged that the dollar's strong and don't want to keep talking about it, want to do something about it, have push their products into the domestic market. Great stuff, for example, in Coober Pedy. I was in there recently in an aeroplane with 50 people on flying in from Melbourne, having lunch down a mine, and I just think that's great. Lake Eyre's full of water, go and see it and make the most of that domestically.
I mean, he said Lake Eyre and 50 pluses, that was the market.
Yeah. In the outback, I think at the moment that is true. If you're focusing on that market, you're delivering a good product for that market, you're going to be fairly successful at the moment. And Lake Eyre's got another year of water, we believe, so long may that continue.
Well, Ian, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Good to see that you're still here after a year and that you've got some longevity in the job. And, you know, from what I've heard, you're making a big difference. So congratulations on that. And here's to a very successful ATE.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you again next year.
Thank you.